Good afternoon, Dylan Barth, Central Farm Service Agronomist here. What I wanted to talk to you guys about today is something that I'm seeing in maybe more fields than what we would prefer to see or what we would expect with the planting conditions we had, and that would be spring compaction. So what I did here was went and dug up a plant in my field that, and I took a spade and dug fairly deep to try to get any layers of compaction that I might be able to find. And how I do this, if I can show this to you right, pay attention to how the soil breaks up as you either dig it or pull it apart. Natural soil should not break in any sort of clean line or anything like that. And you can already start to see here some clean lines that are breaking. That would indicate compaction and that soil structure isn't as aggregated randomly throughout the profile. So let me see if I can break this off here in a somewhat smooth fashion and see how that breaks off really smooth on top there. That's like a tabletop until I start to pull it apart. That's not what you want to see. You don't want to see when it breaks off. See here, the plants up here, here's the soil surface, and then this is a very smooth edge. And this is, I would say, 4 to 5 inches down in this layer of compaction. That's really not what you want to be finding in your field. It's an indication of compaction. Then also, as we start to break this apart, sometimes, you can find sidewall compaction along the side of from planter compaction. This one really isn't too bad. But you can find that as well, and sometimes that's a V, sometimes that's just right below the seed bed, and you can also tell by the way the roots are growing. So I found another plant. This one has it a little bit, but this plant, one thing I noticed about it is look at the two roots on the left side there, how they're kind of shooting sideways, and then also this root here, you can see hit some compaction layer and started to go sideways. So roots will automatically grow to the path of least resistance. They want to elongate themselves. They want to continue to explore soil, and they're just going to do it in the easiest way possible in order to expend the least amount of energy possible. And so we want those to be able to grow down, to search for the nutrition that we have deeper in the soil, for the moisture we have deeper in the soil, and those types of things. So just a little tidbit: go out with a spade, dig down deep, and watch as you pull that spade or that chunk of soil out of the ground, how it breaks. And as you break it apart with your hands, is there a compaction layer anywhere? That's really going to affect later in the season our root growth and development, our plant's ability to access nutrients and moisture, especially if it gets dry. Those compaction layers can get hard and are an issue later in the season. So just something to keep an eye on and help to manage throughout the year. Have a great day.